ABC7 is teaming up with the Ghetto Automotive to celebrate teachers in our community. We're calling them the Chalkboard Champions. We ask the community to nominate a Chalkboard champion, and then we select a winner. There are 2 winners every month. We start this celebration of teachers in Manatee County at Rolette Academy. ABC7's Jacqueline Matter introduces you to Mrs. Courtney McMahon.
We wanted to award you with the Chalkboard Champion of the Month for Manatee County.
Oh my goodness, I don't have any words right now.
Students, are you guys excited? Do you think she's a Chalkboard champion?
When Courtney McMahon started teaching elementary students 7 years ago, she never knew she would make such an impact on one local Suncoast family.
It's really easy to teach easy kids. It's a little bit harder when you have a kid like mine.
I like to read and do social studies with her.
Hope Lee says her son Peter is the kind of kid most teachers don't want in their class. She says he's simply too much work.
He is a high-functioning autistic child, and that comes with challenges of how do you approach him, how do you teach him, how do you engage him. And not every teacher can do that.
But Mrs. McMahon can. Right from the start, Lee said the 4th grade teacher has made sure that Peter was equal with his peers every step of the way.
She goes that extra mile all the time to make sure that Peter is engaged, is happy, is excited about learning.
A feat Mrs. McMahon says she's prepared to tackle every day when she walks into her classroom.
We never know, how they come to school, how they go home, so it's important to make sure they feel loved every day and excited to be at school.
Lee says Peter has struggled with writing for years, but because of Mrs. McMahon, his recent test scores have skyrocketed, and now he has high hopes of growing up to be an author.
We had warned Miss McMahon at the beginning of the year that writing was going to be really, really tough. So when he came home and said, I want to be an author, I said, what's up with that, buddy? And he said, Miss McMahon's teaching me how to write, so I can do it now.
Mrs. McMahon says she approaches each student with the same philosophy.
Celebrating their gifts and recognizing, what makes them happy and finding out why they want to be here.
Because of Mrs. McMahon, Lee says she's hopeful for her son's future.
So when you're a special needs parent, you don't know what the future is going to look like, and that's really a scary thing. So when you have a teacher that gives hope, that's overwhelming, because when I see him interact with Miss McMahon and Mr. Cohn, I see a future for him. That's a blessing, and it's a real gift.
A gift that looks promising for Peter.
She's a great teacher, and we love her very much.
It's never a fight anymore, and it's very cool because he's got 2 teachers that understand him and want the best for him. He knows that, he feels it, and he's a better student because of it.
In Manatee County, Jacqueline Matter, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
What a great story. We'll all have to buy one of Peter's books one day when he is an author. If you're interested in nominating a teacher from Sarasota or Manatee County, head over to our website, mysuncoast.com/chalkboardchampions.